to keep from buying high and selling low, a lot of times we do nothing. Either we don't have the incentive, we don't have the reason, or we just don't know, we're not sure. Commercial real estate is very complex. It's unlike anything else in the real estate business. Homes are kind of cookie cutter, and you kind of know by square foot, and there's a lot of comparables, but commercial real estate is just different than that. Everyone's very unique. So you have to do extensive research. Contact a professional, have to have somebody to help you out. Review information from a practical standpoint. That means if somebody tells you the market's $12 a square foot to lease office space in this general area, don't expect that you're going to get it for 9 or 10, usually. And then be realistic about expectations. Seems like all of my sellers want about twice what the property's worth, and all of my buyers want to buy for about half of what the property's worth. So, you know, expectations. I've always felt like, and teach this religiously at my place of business, is that we're not salespeople, but we're educators. Our job is to research the market, know what's going on, and then impart that information out to the folks that we work with. One last time, why buy now? Low interest rates, if it makes sense. If it doesn't make any sense, then it's not worth anything. A 1% interest rate increase will reduce your potential buying power by 10 to 11%. Big number. Now's a great time to sell if you have good equity in a property. I have several commercial real estate properties that I own, and I have everything actively on the market for sale. For that one reason only, I've got good equity in it. And why hold? Well, you know, if you don't have a driving force that you're moving into a property instead of leasing, or you need the money, or several other reasons, you don't really have to do anything, but you should keep up with the market. If it's something that affects you and touches you and you see it on a regular basis, then it's something that you certainly want to keep up with. I told you we'd talk about leasing. There's a lot more leases out there that turn over every year than purchasing property. 5 critical errors in leasing, I think, are, first of all, starting the process too late. You need 6 to 9 months generally to research the market, see what's out there, see what concessions might be there, time to visit the properties, have your current lease reviewed, and what options you might have there. Not knowing the market and vacancy rates, so you know we talked today about retail vacancies are moving up, so that's going to increase opportunity, and if you have the right to expand, if you have the need to expand, then you might be able to make some concessions in the retail market. You certainly need to know if the market is moving up, sideways, or down. Talked about concessions. There's a lot of different types of concessions out there, not just money or free rent, but in tenant improvement allowances and options that you might be able to get. And then the last thing I'd tell you is not hiring a professional to help you in the process. It's very important. Our company is NAI Sullivan Group. I've been around for a while. I have some great folks that help me in our company. I have a sales manager that runs my sales organization so that I can get out and sell. I'll say sell, educate. But that's what I like to do, is put transactions together and make things happen. So I have someone else running the sales part, and I have someone else running the property management division, and then I'm able to just kind of oversee that and help direct. That's really about all I have today. I think we have some time for questions. I have a newsletter that we put out monthly that kind of keeps up with this. I have my associate Sam Swanson back here that will be at the door. As you leave, if you'd like to get a copy of that, just email us or give Sam your your business card. Sam, you want to stand up? Wave and everything. Sam graduated in May from OU and getting a career in commercial real estate. We're very happy to have him. Any questions?
Question here, have the real estate rates gone up in commercial in the past 2-3 years, and how much?
Are you talking about leasing rates?
Real estate taxes.
Oh, real estate taxes. Well, we're fortunate we have the real estate guru here to help us with that. I would say that real estate taxes, just by state law or the law, they're reevaluated annually, but they're capped at 3%. Is that right, Leonard? 5%? Capped at 5%, and many times you'll see that increase. I know that Leonard's office is always open to having you come down and visit with them about that, and if there's a reason that they shouldn't be, they're very receptive, and that's true. I've worked with Leonard on several several properties. In Oklahoma and Oklahoma City, over the last several years, our actual values have increased, and they increased more than the 5%, in my opinion. So it's a good thing we have that cap there. Yes, sir.
Are there any industries that are actively moving into Metro Oklahoma City?
That is a good question. We are working with several companies that are undergoing expansion. I had a call last week from an organization out of New York, and it's actually through our NAI group, that was looking at Oklahoma City for a 270,000 square foot industrial expansion into our market. So there are some. The expansion is a very small part though. I mean, what I'm really seeing is contraction and people renewing their leases for the shortest possible periods of time because there's just no rules out there. They don't know what's going to happen. So they want their exposure to be very limited. The chamber works with groups all the time. I'm not aware, other than a couple of isolated instances, of big companies coming in. Yes, sir.
Is Leonard Sullivan really your grandfather?
Is Leonard my grandfather? Yes, he is.
Bob, you said you could help if somebody's lease is coming up. What do you charge to do that?
The question was, if somebody's lease is coming up, what do we charge? We generally don't charge anything to go out and review a lease and see what's getting ready to happen, what the market is, and give that information. We always like the opportunity to work with you to help you renew your lease. We can do that as a representative for you, and then we generally get paid from the landlord for doing that. So bottom line on that is generally nothing. Okay. One more?